Are you paralyzed with investing fear? Hey, I'm Kaleb Paddock, the founder of 10 Talents Financial Planning, and it seems that these days, and most any days really, there's always a reason to be fearful. There's always a reason to be paralyzed with fear in terms of your investments. So I want to pose an alternative to you and say, which is scarier? So which is scarier, being afraid of potentially seeing your account values decline in an investment portfolio, or the guarantee that if you put, let's say, 100% of your investments in cash, you are guaranteed to lose money? Well, what do I mean? You're guaranteed to lose money in cash because of inflation. We've seen that kind of pop up in the news lately. It's become a bigger deal since COVID started. In the past, it hasn't been as much, unless you go back to the 1970s, but that has become a bigger thing on people's mind. And so you have to realize there's no silver bullet, right? There's no perfect scenario, because as comforting and as cozy as cash may feel like, it's actually a guaranteed way to lose a lot of money over time. Month by month, you may not notice it, but you are losing value in that cash because of inflation. So what's scarier? The guarantee, 100% guarantee that you will lose money to inflation by putting the vast majority of your investments in cash, or the fearfulness of seeing those price fluctuations in the great companies of the United States and the world? One scenario allows you to grow your money faster than inflation, even though you may see those kind of ebbs and flows in the values. You still own the shares, you still own the company, so you own the underlying asset, the valuable item underneath. Even though market opinion may change, there is human emotion involved in investing that causes the fluctuation, but you have the opportunity to actually beat inflation. And history tells us that you do beat inflation by owning the great companies of the United States and of the world. And so this is a surefire way over many years to not only keep up with inflation, but actually defeat inflation, is to own the great companies of America and the world. So think about that the next time you're fearful. You're reading too much news, you're consuming too much of these fearful people. Remember, the news is there to scare you, to get clickbait and headlines, but the real truth is that by having a disciplined plan, by understanding the real purpose of your investments, you can successfully not outlive your money. Thanks again for tuning in today. I'm Kaleb Paddock, the founder of 10 Talents Financial Planning.